How's it going? Just had to tap in with you real quick. I'm in the midst of doing my Dodger celebration thing. And for the record, you see that when I come close, there is no mark here or whatever, but for whatever reason, with the lights and the shade, it makes it seem like there's something there. Anyway, part of being black, I guess. Anyway, no, for real, for real. I'm literally, as you can tell, as you can see, just, coming off this championship high, and I'm going to ride this wave, baby. It's something about being a winner, man, and a champion. And I know some of y'all like this joker up here like he just played the games. If you know, you know. For what we went through this year and the postseason, yeah, we deserve this. We were with them. We were with them on this. And to kind of support what I'm saying to be true, the players that didn't play in any of the games that were sitting on the sidelines, when they talk about what they went through, seeing it and everything else, it was literally the same as for the fans that were watching it. So yeah, we champions. Don't hate, congratulate. Or if you bored, go home and anyway. So Dodgers champions again, back to back champions, first ones to do it in 25 years, and we'll see what happens from here. I really do have to say that um, Toronto, even though a very good team, and I was kind of like, ooh, I don't want to really play them when I saw what they did to New York. But here's the funny thing, because I didn't know nothing about them prior to the postseason. There are a few things that I caught that were problematic that let me know that they were actually prideful and not in the good sense, in the sense where they honestly believed that they were the better team than the Dodgers, and they really were kind of arrogant about that. And they tried to use a narrative and say, like, oh, this David and Goliath. No one that I heard, and I was watching a lot of TV and internet, social media stuff. I heard no commentators, no news people ever say that the World Series was a David and Goliath situation. I only heard that when it was referenced with the Dodgers and I want to say the Brewers or maybe another team. It was never said about Toronto. So that's BS number one. BS number two, thinking that they were going to sign Shohei. Okay, you gave him some merch. He got it in his garage. You'll get it when you get it or not, whatever. Like, we really talking about some $10, $20 merch? Like, he ain't rocking no Toronto nothing. But why did you think he was coming to Toronto? I knew full well, and I don't know who else didn't if you're paying attention, knew that the Dodgers were moving things around financially so they could get Shohei, and they were in on Shohei 110%. And if you look at his story, he was wanting to be a Dodger since he was a kid. So what are we talking about? You had no chance. And then you want to hate and say, we don't need you, but you need rule changes that you crying for because the ball got stuck. And it's an old rule in baseball forever times 10 that everybody else knew. But because y'all must be fair weather fans and don't even know the sport of baseball, you don't know how it works. Just like you didn't know how much space to get off of third base to get home in time. Sorry. But again, pride comes before a fall. And maybe you'll learn something because, see, the Dodger fan base been there, done that. We didn't lost in the World Series twice in back-to-back years. We've been to the World Series quite a few times, been to the playoffs and lost plenty of times, and we've learned. We've learned, we made adjustments, made changes, and we know it's hard. Things happen, injuries happen, stuff happens. You're not going to always be at your best. You're going to hit slumps. You're going to ride a wave of up and down. And because we have learned from our ups and downs, we created a culture and an environment that helped really support a team that loved and cared about each other enough to sacrifice everything and really show up when things mattered and be ready when they were called on and not just do the job, but finish the job because that's the difference. We know what a 7 game series is. It ain't over till it's over. And in this case, it wasn't over until we said it was over. And since you didn't want to bow down and lay down after the 18 innings and you got your little couple wins out at our expense in our home, it would only be right to return the favor. And boy, was that a return serve. Whew, ace. I mean, y'all had people coming out of their bedrooms and coming out of their houses and their slippers and whatnot coming down to the stadium. There were there were so many people around the Toronto stadium. It looked like y'all was getting ready for a parade right then and there, only to walk home very somberly. Mm-mm-mm. But hey, such is life. It is what it is. But hey, you did get to see a championship team. Just wasn't the one you thought. It was that team that you thought you were better than. And your little butthurt commentators, the best team didn't win. I know it sounds like sour grapes. Buddy, if you were the best team, then prove it. Oh, you couldn't. Because even though we had a 7 game series, we actually gave you extra. We gave you a whole extra game and some. Remember that game 3? 18 innings. 7 innings is 1 game. 14 innings is 2 games. And we added 4 more. Played 2.5 games. And you still lost. So even when you got your little 4-5 win, we came back 6-7 game, set, and match, baby. Because we had already beat you in your house. That was game 2. So you hit us in the mouth game 1, smack you back in game 2, murdered you in game 3 over 18 innings. That took a lot. So good fight. So we missed the ball game 5, game 6. I mean game 4, game 5. But since you taxed us to have to go back to Toronto and y'all was feeling good, man, y'all was ready to celebrate. So hard. Then we had to introduce you to Miggy Rojas. And for us Dodger fans who knew, we know who Miggy is. Y'all in the world just didn't. We knew. And what'd he do? What Miggy do? Bare hand catch to first. Catch, throw, home plate. Gotcha. You were this close. Or Kike, Kicktober, October's very own. You know, because we that team with a lot of big rings and things. Really big team. But yeah, Kike October's very own. Catch out, throw to second. Ooh, caught you off base again. How many times did we get y'all off base? You know, the funny thing is they said y'all were really good and had no errors, didn't commit any errors. But how many errors did y'all have mentally to be caught off base? Now, I will give you that one where the umpire gave a late call. But that other one, that was a call right on the spot. And you out there looking like you in lost field. Forget left field. You in lost field. Like, what? Wait, why are you tagging me? Like, really, bruh? So anyway, but hey, thank you for thinking that you were better than the champs. Thank you for giving me so much jubilation and elation and happiness. Like, man, that was probably the one of the best stand-up performances of a comedian. I mean, because the jokes y'all had were funny. Um, Seeing you guys, at the stadium, in the stadium, celebrating like you won when the game wasn't over. Y'all did that a few times. So it was funny. It was really funny. I appreciate it. I enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you, Toronto. Y'all made it good for us, baby boy. Y'all made us work for it, but hey, we did get the job done. We did get the job done. And we have you to thank for it. So hope you can sign your bowl of it ish. We'll see what kind of franchise you are when you decide on how much and whether or not you're gonna pay to keep your boy. Because you might need him. You might need him. We'll see what you do later. Dodger World, baby. They not like us. They not like us.